Hello, welcome to Paavana Test Automation Framework Suite. Our framework helps your application to automate the testing process for web user interface or UI test automation and API test automation. So, in this video, we are going to discuss and demonstrate our capabilities for API test automation. So before we go for API test automation demonstration, let us see what is API. Let us try to understand why and how the APIs are used in the software. So what is API? API is the acronym for Application Programming Interface, a software intermediary that allows two applications to talk to each other. APIs are an accessible way to extract and share data within and across organizations. Nowadays, APIs are all around us. A client-side web API is a programmatic interface to extend functionality within a web browser or other HTTP client using standardized JavaScript bindings or equivalent. A server-side web API consists of one or more publicly exposed endpoints to a defined request response message system, typically expressed in JSON or XML by means of an HTTP based web server. What are the advantages of APIs? APIs save time. Developers don't have to rebuild everything from scratch. They could reuse features or data from other systems, enable communications, make it easier for applications and software to work together even if they are built differently. APIs also ensure the security. Share only what is needed, keeping the rest of the system protected. In short, APIs were created to simplify, speed up, and secure how apps and systems work together. In fintech and banking, API is used as a method of communication between third parties like payment gateway integration, etc., and online banking systems or core banking systems or CBS. The usage of APIs has increased significantly during the past few years. As per Akamai estimates, roughly 83% of internet traffic is being driven by APIs. Further, according to Data survey, which offers several granular insights into how developers use APIs, nearly 90% of developers are using APIs in some capacity. Let us see the features of our API test automation. Stay tuned.
Hi there. I want to introduce you to the Paavana API Test Automation Framework, a tool designed to simplify and accelerate API testing, making the process significantly easier and more efficient for testers. So, what is the purpose of this framework? It's built to flexible, efficient, and incredibly user friendly. Whether you are new to testing or having years of experience, this tool helps you complete your task faster with less effort. Let's go over the key features of the framework. Protocol support. It works with the popular protocols like REST and support JSON, which is the most widely used format today. Built-in test management. It comes with the built-in tools to create, execute, and track test cases, ensuring that everything you need is right at your fingertips. CRUD operation. You can perform CRUD operation, create, read, update, and delete, either all at once or individually, depending on what you need for your test. Automation task. The framework also handles essential tasks such as authentication queries and even tests for API that need to run in a specific sequence. As you can see in the screen, the API B response depend on API A response. Same API C response is depend on API B response. Now, what truly sets this framework apart? Minimal scripting. You do not need to write full script for standalone API testing. For chain test, only minimal scripting is required because the necessary methods already built in. Efficiency. You can perform multiple checks with just one line of code, saving you significant time and effort. One of the major benefit of low code and no code is it will significantly reduce the effort and time of writing the test scripts. Validation support. It supports several types of validation, including schema validation to ensure proper data structure, JSON validation to ensure content accuracy, and cookie testing to verify session management. Production level reliability. The framework is fully reliable for production level APIs and includes tool to convert data into formats JSON, schema, or ML, making automation and integration much easier. I will provide the link in the description. You can watch it later how the conversion tool works. Let's walk through an example with user management. This is something we already built the API and tested extensively using our framework. Imagine you are testing an API for managing employees within a company. The process begins with creating an administrator, assigning them the necessary permission, and verifying that the user has been created successfully. Here's how the framework helps in this scenario. Providing API details. You simply provide the API details such as the endpoints for creating an administrator, assigning the permission, and checking the user status. These details can be in Excel or in JSON format. Environment setup. The framework sets up the environment using your configuration and base URL. Automated test execution. It automatically extracts the API details and execute tests for actions such as creating the user, assigning permission, and verify the setup. Example. Now I am going to execute the test. By default, we can execute the test in the command line. But we are providing one more option. The user can execute to the shortcut key. Now it is asking, please enter the env of the application. I will provide dev env. Okay. Now it is started executing. So after execution, finally the framework generates clear reports and logs showing each steps of the process. There are also a mock template available to simulate API responses that we are providing, allowing you to test scenarios like invalid data or system errors without needing a live backend. To sum up, this framework reduces over 60% of the effort typically required to write the scripts. It is faster, smarter, and more efficient, allowing you to focus on the important aspects of API testing. Thank you for listening. I hope this gives you a clear understanding of how the Paavana API test automation framework can make your API testing easier and more effective.